If you are on the hunt for the absolute best hot yoga mat, I want to share with you in this video today that I've been using this Lifeform yoga mat for the past 3 months, and I want to share with you just my experience using it and why I think it's the absolute best yoga mat for hot yoga. If you're new here, my name is Heather, and I make videos about yoga, fitness, nutrition, and mindset, all rooted in yoga philosophy. And today what I want to do is just share with you a review of this Lifeform yoga mat and why I think it's the best yoga mat for hot yoga. So why I love this yoga mat after 3 months. Like I said, I've been using it for 3 months. I really think that it's got the best grip of any yoga mat that I've used. Now, I've been practicing yoga quite regularly since 2010, doing all different kinds of yoga. Hot yoga and power yoga being sort of the main, the main classes that I take. I have a Gaiam yoga mat that I bought at Target. I have the Manduka Pro yoga mat. I have the Lululemon yoga mat. My Manduka is back here with the towel over it. You can see I have a towel over it. I'll get to that in a second. And then I have, I've always just had just like random yoga mats that I've picked up along the lines. Okay, so I've tried all sorts of different kinds of yoga mats, and the grip on the Lifeform yoga mat, without a towel, you don't need a towel. I don't need a towel anyways, that it really keeps my hands in place, but also my feet. So what I was using prior to the Lifeform yoga mat, you can see here in the background, this is what I use to teach yoga online, is I've got my Lifeform yoga, my Manduka yoga mat on the bottom there. And then I have a towel over the top. It's a Manduka towel over the top. And so the top is what helps to keep me from slipping around, right? And I have to use that even if it's not hot yoga, like even if it's just regular here in my room where I practice yoga, it's like room temperature. My hands sweat, the bottoms of my feet sweat. So I'm sliding around all the time. So that's why I have the towel. And so the Lifeform yoga mat here, I don't need that. Like it's really grippy. It grips even with my sweaty hands, even if it's hot yoga. Okay. So even when I'm soaked completely with sweat, I do not slide around on this yoga mat. All right. Where if you are a regular practitioner of hot yoga, any kind of heated yoga where you're going to be sweating a lot, I really highly recommend this Lifeform yoga mat because, with this setup that I have behind me here with a yoga mat, a yoga sticky mat, and then a towel on top of it, I had to get multiple towels. I'm constantly washing towels. And so this just allows me to, to grab and go, really. The other thing I like about it is that there's alignment markers on here. And so if I unravel it here just a little bit, you can see that there's a line down the middle. And then there's markers here where you can put your hands, you can put your feet. It's got the center of the mat is really well marked for you as well. So when you're on the mat itself, like you kind of know where to put your hands, where to put your feet, and then you can take a look in the mirror and see what your alignment looks like, what your form looks like. And then you can figure out, well, this is where for this pose, this is where I should place my foot, or this is where I might place my hand, things like that. So those markers on the yoga mat really do help with helping you to pay a little bit more attention to your alignment, to your form. Whereas the plain yoga mats, I do like the plain yoga mats with no decoration on them because it's a little less distracting. But also I do like this because it's like, if I'm working on alignment or poses, that kind of thing, it helps me with that. I also think this is it's a very durable yoga mat. It's not, there's been no ripping, no tearing. I have a Lululemon yoga mat that I've been using for 10 years. It's just now starting to crack. So we'll see how long it takes for this one to start to crack. But like I said, 3 months in, it's been pretty good. The only thing was that I do keep my yoga mat in the back of my car, and my hiking bag has, I've got water in my hiking bag in the bladder, and the bladder leaked some water all over this mat. So I did get a pretty significant water stain on here that I could not get out. It was like it just absorbed the water, like it absorbs your sweat. It absorbed the water so much that I did have a water stain on it. But over time, it's really kind of faded. So I was kind of thinking like maybe I should return it, but I decided like let's just give it a chance here, see what happens. And it really just kind of faded. I also kind of thought too, like, wow, it's just a little bit of character added to my yoga mat. So that was one thing that I did notice, that because it does absorb so much of your sweat, it also absorbs water, and the water from a hiking bag leaked all over it and just left this huge watermark on it. But it is starting to disappear. It doesn't move around on hard floors or studio floors. So the back of it is like this grippy sort of rubber here. You can kind of see it here. It's like this really grippy rubber. So it's not going to slide around on a hard floor. Like you get some exercise mats where it's just like the really slippery sort of plastic on the bottom that they'll slide around. This certainly does not slide around. It's got that grippy mat stuff on the bottom here. It's pretty easy to clean. Just wipe it down. You can use a yoga mat wash and refresh. I've got these two here. I've got, this one is from Manduka, yoga mat wash and refresh. It's lavender scented. I like lavender. This one's lavender yoga and meditation mist that I picked up at it's a local lavender farm here in Arizona. So you can use that to clean it. I just wipe it down with a rag every so often, after class, and every so often use the actual like yoga cleaner. The other thing I really like about it, it is pretty lightweight. I wouldn't say it's like super lightweight for travel, but it definitely weighs less than the Manduka Pro. It definitely weighs less than my Lululemon mat. So it is pretty lightweight. Not that it really super matters because I'm just going from my car into the yoga studio. But if you're looking for something for travel, they do have a travel version of the Lifeform yoga mat. I haven't tried that one yet, but from what I understand, it's a little bit lighter weight, a little bit easier to, sort of fold up and pack that into your suitcase. So here's a couple things that I think could be better with the yoga mat. Like I said earlier, it's a little bit of a blessing and a curse. It does absorb sweat, so that also means it absorbs water. So I did end up with that water stain, but like I said, it's really starting to clear up. The cost, it is pretty expensive. It's not a cheap yoga mat. And so I've got an affiliate link for you to check it out on Amazon in the description of this video. You can check it out there. The price is, probably going up and down and changing. So I don't want to say what it is because it could be different than when you're watching this video. So it is a premium yoga mat, but like I said, if you are practicing hot yoga regularly or yoga where you're sweating or sliding around, even if it's not hot yoga where you slide around with your hands and your feet, this is worth it. It's worth it if you're going to be doing yoga regularly, for sure. So who is this mat perfect for? Those of you that are practicing hot yoga regularly, even if you are not doing hot yoga and your hands and feet sweat like mine do. I'm a sweater. I sweat. I didn't even realize how bad my feet sweat until I started using this yoga mat and my feet weren't sliding around. Like I didn't notice how much I was adjusting my feet on my other setup over here until I started using this particular mat. And so this is really good for those of you that are doing hot yoga, any kind of heated yoga, but then also those of you that you sweat. All right. It's just part of who we are as we sweat, right? So I think that it's a great yoga mat. If you're practicing regularly, I can confidently say that this yoga mat definitely lives up to the hype. I get asked when I bring this into the yoga studio, people ask me how I like it, what I like about it, what I don't like about it. And so that's why I really wanted to make this video, is to share with you, like, this is a fantastic yoga mat. If you are practicing yoga regularly, definitely worth the cost of it, definitely worth the hype. So let me know in the comments below if you've tried it or if you have another favorite. Maybe I'll check that one out as well. So don't forget to hit like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and maybe share this video with somebody who you think might find it helpful. And I'll be making some more yoga gear reviews. And I also share wellness tips here for high performing women and men who want to feel strong, focused, and grounded every day. So thank you for joining me. My name is Heather. I'll see you in the next video.